Broadcasting from various countries around the world using voice over IP technology, this is VoIP Uncovered, a VoIP On Solutions UK podcast. Representing VoIP On, I'm Kathleen Reed. Today we're speaking with Steve Davis, Vegastream's Executive Vice President of Sales and Marketing. Thanks for joining us today, Steve.
Pleasure to be here. Thanks for asking me.
So recently Vegastream announced its new range of VoIP gateways with integrated ADSL modems. What benefits do these products bring to the customer, and who would be an ideal customer for these products?
Great. Okay, Kathleen, before I start, maybe I should say a few words about Vegastream for some of the listeners who aren't familiar with us. We've been around for over 10 years now. In fact, it's our 10th anniversary last year. And we've been involved in VoIP since its very, very earliest days. We're a British company. R&D is done in Europe. But we do operate in all the major markets around the world. Most people in VoIP do know about us today. But in particular interest, I think, to your listeners would be the fact that we have recently introduced a new range of gateways which have an integrated ADSL modem. Now, the reason behind this was to basically reduce the cost of IP deployments and to be able to improve the level of customer service when VoIP services are being installed. Because it's basically a one-box solution, the hardware costs are significantly reduced, and the amount of time an engineer's got to spend on site is going to be also significantly improved. In addition to those obvious benefits, now have the ability to do some more in-depth analysis of problems deploying VoIP services, such as packet loss. Are they occurring on the LAN, or are they occurring on the WAN or on the ADSL service? So we can help our customers to be a bit smarter about diagnosing where problems are and making it easier for them to take action to rectify any problem. In terms of who we help to buy these solutions, it's basically service providers and our channel partners. And the ADSL gateways are really targeted at the sub-30 employee end users. That's the sort of marketplace we think these gateways are going to be used.
Wonderful. So what makes these products unique?
The unique part comes from what Vegastream as a company delivers. We are very strong in ISDN deployments. Because of our European-based R&D, we really understand ISDN technology, and we've had exposure to probably the whole range of ISDN types of deployments in the field. We have developed our own SIP stack, which gives us the ability to make changes as SIP evolves as a technology. And our experience of having over 15,000 products in the field has given us a unique insight into the problems associated with deploying VoIP services. I guess one of the other points I should raise is the fact that we work very, very closely with our service provider customers and with the soft switch manufacturers. So we have a unique understanding of how our products are deployed and the problems associated with SIP as an evolutionary standard. All that knowledge and all that experience goes into every product that we actually sell and manufacture today.
Wonderful. So what's ahead for Vegastream?
What's ahead for Vegastream? Well, I think we're focusing on selling to a large number of Tier 1 and Tier 2 service providers and their channel partners. If I look at the UK, for example, we are actively selling to practically every ITSP in the marketplace today. We also are focusing on probably 3 new areas of business for us. The first one is fixed to mobile convergence, which we see as a very exciting area of technology. The second one is increasing the focus we have with Microsoft OCS. We're seeing OCS as a product becoming more and more important in the marketplace. We are one of the few European-approved vendors of gateways, approved to work with Microsoft OCS. And one of the last areas is that we've been working on some new feature content to improve the level of functionality we have with Cisco's Unified Communications Manager. We have the ability to connect analog devices to Cisco's UCM and give a full range of features to those analog phones, as well as the ability to drive an analog phone up to 8 kilometers from the gateway. So in terms of customers, we're focusing on Tier 1 and Tier 2 players. In terms of areas of technology areas, it's FMC, OCS, and Cisco type deployments.
Excellent. So in terms of the larger market, where do you see it headed?
Well, I think 2010, my belief is that SIP trunking is really going to take off this year. And I think a lot of the tier one service providers in Europe have been sitting on the fence looking at how they're going to deploy SIP services, being careful how they start selling them because they don't want to cannibalize their existing TDM circuits. But I think this year they're going to get to the point where they have to go full on into selling SIP services, because otherwise the tier 2s and the tier 3 ITSPs are basically really going to start eating their lunch. So they have to really get off the fence and start selling SIP service in earnest. And I think that's going to be a great development in the marketplace for both Vegastream and our channel partners alike. And I think the other area, I think, which is really going to come into maturity this year is going to be IP-centrics. I see as we come out of recession, more and more end users are going to be looking at the technology they've got deployed, and they're going to have to start moving into basically installing new types of communication systems as their businesses grow out of the recession. And I think IP-centrics is going to be an area, particularly in the way it's sold as a on a seat per month, per dollar basis, is going to see significant growth as well. So those are my two forecasts for 2010.
Very interesting forecasts. So how do you plan to get your channel up to speed on the new range of gateway products that you mentioned earlier?
Well, we've got a series of technical roadshows planned for the first quarter of 2010, where there is a very large base of engineers who have already been trained on existing gateways. And the new gateways, it's a small extension of their existing knowledge then to deploy the gateways. So we're doing a series of technical roadshows to basically go out and educate those engineers on how to install the ADSL aspects of our gateways. The other thing we're doing is that we have a very easy-to-use quick config tool which engineers use to install and program up our gateways. And this has again been expanded to handle the ADSL aspects of it. So we believe after the training and using the quick config, our engineers or our channels engineers will be able to install the gateways within 30 minutes of getting to site using those two tools.
So is this new range made in India at your new factory? And if so, why did Vegastream choose that country? And what benefits does that bring to the customer?
Well, yes, the new products are made at our factory in India. There's a couple of reasons why we migrated manufacturing there over the last 12 months. One of the primary ones was cost reduction. Found that we can make the products a lot cheaper, but with as good quality in India as we could at the previous manufacturer. The other thing is that we were hitting real volume constraints with the existing manufacturer. We basically couldn't keep up with the increasing demand we were enjoying selling our gateways. And the third reason was basically we signed a very large contract in 2008 and into 2009, where we sold over 38,000 ports of IP to one particular customer. So that made we have other large opportunities in that market as well. So that's why we decided to migrate manufacturing into Asia.
Okay, makes sense. So thanks for your time today, Steve. Steve Davis is Vegastream's Executive Vice President of Sales and Marketing. This has been a VoIP Uncovered podcast brought to you by VoIP Solutions. For more information, please visit www.voipon.co.uk.